So hello there and welcome to another collaboration video of The Shield Doing a Couch. I'm your host Hector, and tonight I'm joined again by Señorita Sabrosura, and we're gonna talk about our most anticipated albums of 2023. So 2023 is here, and with it, it brings new music. So there's already like super big bands that have announced albums for 2023. So we're just going to talk about a few of them. So, Señorita, how are you?
Good, good. How are you? Did you arrive safe at Puerto Rico?
Yes, I did, and yes, I'm getting used to the uneven roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I'm over here and but yeah, new music coming out in 2023. There's a lot of new shit coming out that like I'm excited for. Some bands that everyone knows, so some bands that were less known. So for you, like what are your like your most anticipated releases that are coming out soon?
Well, the most anticipated, I have to say, will be Iggy Pop.
Yeah,
Iggy Pop is 75 years old and no signs of retiring or stopping. Stop. He's not gonna stop making music. I heard the single. I don't know if you heard it already, but the single is really good. It's called Strung Out Johnny. And what I read about this album, it's gonna feature the his signature electronic sound from Iggy Pop.
yeah,
So
I actually heard it and I thought it was cool. And it's coming out. That one's coming out on January
yeah,
6th. So it's coming out at
soon.
the beginning of the year. So here's the cover for that album, Iggy Pop, Every Loser. So I think we're gonna review that one. That would be the first big album review of the year, which
Yeah.
obviously we won't put it out on the 6th. Because for the 6th on Puerto Rico is a holiday, but but we'll probably put it out for some time a few days after it. So yeah, that's a big release, and I think
Yeah, it's incredible how much energy he.
yeah, how much energy you can bring. When was the last time that he put out an album?
Oh, I don't remember, but it's incredible. Like 75, and he's still like doing to. He's doing a tour also with the new album.
Yeah, well, he's in good shape, unlike other people that if I name them, people will come and say, "How dare you say?" But like Ozzy Osbourne, like he's saying that he can't walk. So if he can't walk, how can he tour? Like, but yeah, Iggy Pop is
I
even though he's
know.
old, he's in great shape. I would love his abs. The guy for being 75 years old looks great. So yeah, that's an album that's gonna start the year and it's coming out in January. The album that I first heard of that was coming out this year that I got excited. Obviously, if you don't know this band, you probably live under a rock. But it's Metallica's new album. It's coming out, I think it's in April, and it's called 72 Seasons. And here's the cover. The cover is kind of lame. Let's be honest, that's a lame. I don't the yellow. Like, why would you pick yellow for metal? I don't know. I'm not super
Yeah,
enthusiastic about
and then
the
the baby crib.
yeah, because the thing with this album, 72 Seasons, the James Hetfield said in an interview, it's not a concept, but he was reading a book called 72 Seasons. It's the first 18 years of your life and how you are shaped as a human being. So that's why I think they put the crib and they put like you see toys and you see guitars. So that's the meaning of the title. But yeah, it's yellow and everyone has heard now the new single Lux Eterna, which means life eternal, and it sounds like old school Kill 'Em All with a modern twist. So I'm actually excited for this album. Not the cover. I think the cover of the album is it's not a great album cover, but if the other song sounds like this, and something that I liked about that song is that James Hetfield sounds refreshed on that song. Even Lars sounded good. So, what did you think about that track?
Um, I like it. I like you said. It sounds old school, but at the same time, like with a modern twist. And when I first read the 72C, so my mind went like they're gonna put a compilation album, greatest hits, and it's like no, that's the name of the new album.
Yeah, when I first heard the name, I was like, I'm like, why this name? But then
72C,
when
so like I thought like maybe a greatest hits, a compilation, like a box set or something. Like my mind went there. But I read then like no, that's the name of the new album.
yeah, and when James
I'm
actually like,
excited to like how they're gonna sound like old school, modern, something new, something that people will hate.
well, at least it doesn't have that Saint Anger sound. And if you guys watching haven't seen it, you have to see the "Is It That Bad" Saint Anger video that I did with JC, Rock and Metal Reviews and the Green Man, because it's we go all into it. But yeah, this album, yeah, I'm actually excited for it. I may buy that one on vinyl uh, when it comes out. I'll pre-order it. But yeah, uh, that's one that I'm excited to hear. And obviously, it's a big band, but yeah, so continuing, like, what else are you looking forward to?
Well, I've been looking forward like old school, old bands like The Cure. They've been promising a new album for so many years, and it was supposed to come out in 2022. And I think he started doing this album like at the beginning of the pandemic, and he says he keeps going back and redoing the songs like okay, Robert Smith, you gotta stop, that's it. Give us the album. But he said that now it's gonna come out in 2023, and I know they're on tour and they have like play a few of the new songs for the new album.
Yeah, how many albums of The Cure do you own?
Just one.
Okay, that means
Disintegration.
you don't have depression. Okay, you're good, you're good. Because
I
I
have
saw
disintegration.
that's the one I have too, because I think one
Yeah.
Cure album to own is enough. You don't want to go that road. But yeah, I don't remember when was the last time that they put out an album. So y-
I think it
I,
was like 8 or 9 years ago, something like that. I read, but I'm excited for new music.
you imagine how depressive it's going to sound.
Well, imagine if it's gonna be different, like
It would
surprise.
it would be interesting if this was the Cure's uplifting album.
Yeah,
Yeah, you never know, but yeah, that's
no, everything can happen.
anything can happen. So yeah, I would be looking forward to that. So another band that I'm looking forward to is the band August Burns Red. This is the album Death Blow. I think this one's coming out, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in March. I have to check, but they already have a single out, and they're a metalcore. Actually, they're a Christian band, but if you listen to them, they don't sound anything, you wouldn't guess. They're really hard, and I think they're a band that they have always been underrated, because the people mention a lot of like Killswitch Engage and other metalcore bands, but this band for me have always been consistent. They haven't put out a bad album. Like
That's true.
I think I never heard an August Burns Red album that was bad. And they have a single out right now that's really good. And the single is with Jesse Leach, who's actually the lead singer for Killswitch Engage. So yeah, it's a very interesting song. And there's some of their albums that have made my top 20. or top album list. So the song's called Ancestry, and it's really good. I remember one of the albums that I really loved about this band came out in 2015 called Found in Faraway Places. I love that album, and also Rescue and Restore from 2014. But it's funny because they also have like they have a cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You that they put out in 2020. You should check that one out. It's hilarious. So, but yeah, they're a band that they never disappoint. They never put out a bad album. So I think they're underrated and just amazing musicians. Their guitar players are really good. So I'm actually excited for August Burns Red new album. And their last album, they put it out like when the pandemic was started, and I think it went under the radar, and a lot of people didn't talk about it because they put it out at
Oh.
the wrong place, the wrong time, and it went like a lot of people didn't listen to it, and it was a good album. So I hope that people pay attention to this one because it sounds like it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, I discovered that band when I work at Hot Topic. That was one of the Hot Topic bands, and I really like them. Like you said, they haven't put about album never.
No, no, they're good, and like they can be hard, but they can also like change the music. So I think they're very interested.
And when moms used to go to Hot Topics, like, oh, that Satan music, like, excuse me, Mrs. This is a Christian band.
Yeah, yeah, but you can't tell.
But we tell them, like, this is not Satan music. This is actually a Christian band.
And they're
They
like,
never
no,
believe us.
yeah, no,
But they never believe us. Like actually, there were like a couple of Christian hardcore metalcore bands.
yeah, no, there were a few in the beginning of the 2000s. It was like there was them, there was Under Oath that came back last year, but they're not Christian anymore. And there was also The Devil Wears Prada. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember all those bands, but I think the best one is August Burns Red. Out of all those bands, I think they're the ones that, first of all, they have a name that isn't corny, because come on, The Devil Wears Prada, like that's a fucking movie. And Under Oath, they had a few good albums, but then they were like kind of hit and miss for me. But August Burns Red all the way. So, what else are you looking forward to?
Well, I know we're waiting for Act Two of the Smashing Pumpkins, the rock opera in 3 acts.
We are,
So
and I don't know. Is this the cover? Because I don't know if this is gonna be the cover for Act Two, or
um,
remember.
um, well, I know Autumn. It's the name of the album. It's a rocking opera in 3 acts. So that was Act One. Now
Yeah,
we're waiting for Act Two and Act
yeah,
Three.
and I think they're gonna put it out everything as a one album after they put it out digitally. So I believe this is the cover, and we actually
Mhm.
reviewed the first album, and yeah, we didn't give it like a great score, but we also didn't shit on it. We were, I think we
No, it's not a bad album. It's just that I thought it has like too much synthesizers, too much. I don't know.
uh
It,
did
it, it, there was something missing.
did you read the comments for that? We had a comment that was actually banned, that we had a we yeah, but I was flying to Puerto Rico, and when I got the notification, oh, that we had a comment for that video. But when I saw the comment, it got posted down. I was wondering, did you see the comment?
No, I
No,
didn't.
I can tell you what the comment said. Let me go get the comment. It's the comment said that what a terrible album review. You can't understand what they're saying, but oh well. At least at least I was entertained by the girl's cleavage.
There's more cleavage.
So that means, Señorita Sabrosura, that your cleavage has won us subscribers. No, but actually, the YouTube took out that comment because I wanted to reply. I'm like,
Because it was terrible, the review, or because of the cleavage?
no, I
I
think
would like to know YouTube.
I I think it was because of the cleavage, not because of the
Yeah,
terrible
because
review.
it might be like harassment or something like that.
But I'm like, when I saw, I'm like, I gotta tell Señorita Sabrosura about this
No, I
because
didn't see it.
I thought it
I
was hilarious.
didn't.
Like,
They took it like quick.
and he stayed for the he stayed for that for the video, so at least he watched that. So yeah, but so for autumn review 2, I promise you, I'm going to wear cleavage.
If not, your Tom Selleck
If
shirt.
not, I'll put my Tom Selleck shirt, and I'm sure I'll get some people commenting. But yeah, I thought that the first album, I'm curious because "Beguiled," I think, is the single that they put out. Is going to be on the second part. So
Okay,
we'll
I like that song,
yeah,
and
that one.
I really like that song, and it wasn't on the first album.
Yeah, I remember when we reviewed that and it came out, I was like, why? It was like a curveball. Like, here's the single,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not on the first part. But I,
Like what the hell?
I'm interested to see what I hope that the next part, because if it's like a rock opera in 3 parts, I hope that the next part has more guitar and not only sings. Because if it's like the same thing, like what's the point of having like I think rock opera, like
Three parts.
when
Yeah.
I think of opera, I think like every part has like different parts. So I hope that this second part there's more experimentation, but more guitar and give me more Jimmy Chamberlain, please. I don't want a drum machine. I
Yep,
want the actual drummer. But
exactly.
we'll review that when it comes out. So yeah, that one's coming out. I think if at the ending of January. So
January 31st, the second act, and then on April, the third act.
and we'll review the whole thing. And when the third act comes out, like we'll do like a score of the 3 albums put together because maybe it'll make more
Yeah.
sense when they're all put together. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one as well. So, a band that I actually seen live, and they're pretty cool. They're a progressive metal band, and they're called Haken. And the new album that's coming out, I think this one's coming out in March or April. It's called Fauna. And isn't that album cover cool?
Super cool.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them with another band called Lepros, and this band sounds like what Dream Theater would wish to sound now because they have like a similar thing, but they're way better now, more experimentation. They had a few albums that have been on my top album of the year list. Especially they had one a few years ago that I really loved that album like completely. Like I thought it was super great, and they're great live. Right now they have a single called "The Alphabet of Me," which is a really cool song, and they also have a single called "Nightingale." But the album that I really love from them was "Affinity" in 2016, and then they had Vector in 2018, and then they had Virus in 2020. An unfortunate album title, but yeah. And I think like Vector and Virus were following a story. I think this one is a different concept, but
Oh.
what I like about them is that they mix like progressive metal modern, but sometimes they throw some 80s stuff to it, especially on that Sound Affinity. So if you haven't heard Haken, I think it's a great time to listen to them. And they're a progressive metal band that take risks. So I would totally recommend them for anyone that likes their prog. So yeah, that's one that I'm looking forward to. Anything else that's popping up on your radar?
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I know Green Day is Green Day, Paramore. I was actually reading today about Depeche Mode. Uh, like Depeche Mode is the first album they're gonna make without one of their co-founders, Andy Fletcher, who passed away, I think this year or last year. Um, and the album is
Oh
called
wow.
Memento Mori. Memento Mori in Latin,
Yeah.
it means remember that you must die. But they pick up that name before he passed away. Like, wow.
Oh,
And and they wrote most of the songs during the pandemic before he passed away.
nice. You
So
know that there's a lot of bands that have had that Memento Mori as an album title now.
yeah.
So this is how I know what albums are coming out, people. It's not a mystery. I go to Wikipedia. Here you have 2023 in heavy metal music, and obviously they don't put everything, but you can get other big albums that are coming out in January. You have Catatonia, which they're always good, really depressive. Riverside, which is another great prog band, they're putting out an album in January. In February, you got Clint Lowery, he's the guitar player for Seven Dust. Then you
Okay.
have In Flames,
In
for
Flames. Yeah, that's what other one I'm looking forward.
yeah, and you know that with In Flames, you got two people. You got the people that love old In Flames and the people that hate new In Flames. Bec- because they've got a more modern production, but the singles for this one actually sound promising. They sound more like their old stuff. So yeah, that's one that I'm looking forward to. Let's see what else is coming out. We're doing something different. Godsmack is putting out Lighting Up the Sky, and they promise it will be their last album. So
Wow.
Godsmack, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for finally deciding that, yeah, we've had enough. Like, yeah, I remember I liked that band when it came out, but now the last albums, they're just cringy as fuck.
Yeah.
So this is an album that I probably won't review with you, but
I'll let you know after I listen to
you let me
it.
know. Also, this band right here, Hypno 5E, that's a band from France. That's a good progressive band, and that's a band that I may interview in the new year. So hopefully that would
And
be cool.
I saw, I don't remember if Loudwire or Metal something, like anticipated albums of 2023, Steel Panther. Like a lot of people are like
Yeah,
waiting for that. And I was like, what? Why?
to me, that band is it's like a Motley Crue wannabe band.
I know. But people are waiting for that album.
They're terrible. I never enjoyed any album of them. I'm actually looking out for the Insomnium album. That one, I heard the single and it sounds good. Uh, see, here's the band that we talk about, Haken, but it's in March.
Marsh.
Uh, Suicide Side. There's August Burns Red is in March too. This band, Neo Obliviscaris, that's an album that I'm looking forward to. They're a five-piece Australian progressive metal band from Melbourne, and they use violins in their songs. And the single is called Exes, and it's a 40-minute song. If you haven't heard that band, the Obliviscaris, they're really different. Uh,
There's a lot of bands coming out from Australia.
yes, I remember last year I interviewed a band from Australia, and I asked them, "What do you guys drink in the water?" Because there's so many great Australian bands, and uh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one of the bands. You know, there's I think right now the most popular band from Australia is Parkway Drive. They're good, but yeah, but Nobly Viscaris. I can't wait for that band. Last year we had Psychroptic, so yeah, Australia always have great bands. Other albums coming out, Buried Tomorrow, they're okay. They're a cool, they're a metalcore band, but you know, I've enjoyed some of their stuff. Some no, but yeah, here we have the Metallica, Skindred, and basically that's what for now that's what we have here because it's still early but you can see there they put like artists that may put out albums in the new year. uh this one we got to talk about this one, As I Lay Dying. Really, like who like I used to love that band, but you know what happened with the lead singer? He tried to pay someone to kill his ex-wife,
Oh my God. Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, like, and they were a Christian metal band, and after that, like, you can't believe, like,
You can
how
be
can,
Christian
hmm,
after
but
you
how
pay someone to murder your wife.
yeah, so those are bands that are supposed to Avenged Sevenfold. They're supposed to release their highly anticipated album following the stage that came out in 2016. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, it came out a long time ago. Are they taking their sweet time? And my question is, will people still care about Avenged Sevenfold?
I don't know.
That's you're like, yeah, I don't know. I
I
don't know
don't
either.
know. I don't
Uh,
wear Hot Topic anymore, so I don't know.
you, yeah, yeah. No, you don't work at Hot Topic anymore. So yeah, Baroness. I love Baroness, so I'm excited if they put out a record.
Melvin.
Let's see what else is rumored here. Uh,
Melvins.
yeah. Oh, I didn't know Melvins was putting out an album. Seven Dust, Stained.
Totem.
Why? Why would you want to listen to
I didn't know
Stained?
they're even together.
No, because the lead singer now he's like in a country band and he
Oh
sings
my
about
God.
like people being snowflakes and shit. So I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, that's a name that I haven't heard in a lot. Gun, oh, this is interesting. Guns and Roses.
What?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, that's in, yeah, I like Guns N' Roses, but I think the new music that they put out just play the hits.
Yep.
uh, I don't think the world needs new Guns N' Roses. Let's see what else here catches my attention. Oh, Judas Priest, interesting. Devil Driver. Yeah, so these are the rumor, but not yet albums that may come out in
Hmm.
metal. So yeah, there's some interesting things, some things that I'm like, I don't care what that is, but yeah, should be an interesting year. So what do you think? Anything else that you're looking forward to?
Oh, I'm looking forward for the new Dressed in Those album.
The
Uh,
which?
Dressed in Those from Amanda Palmer.
Oh, I didn't know.
Um, but- yeah, she came back to the States after living in New Zealand for almost 3 years. And she came back and they're gonna do a new Dress in Those album, her original band. Like that was
Nice.
like punk cabaret.
Oh, you have a picture with her when they play Puerto Rico, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah,
but when she went to Puerto Rico, she went by herself. Well, with her husband, Neil Gaiman, and they actually
nice.
played together a few songs. And but now they're divorcing, and she went back to her old band with the drummer, and it's just her in the piano and him on the drums, and it's like punk cabaret, and they're
Yeah,
gonna do new songs, new album.
yeah.
It should be interesting.
It's a shame about people divorcing, but shit happens.
Yeah. It happens. It's better to divorce than to stay in an unhappy marriage. So
Yes, yes. We've strayed, of course, about the topic of the video, but that is true. But yeah,
yeah.
2023, those are the albums. We mentioned a few that are really coming out that are going to be cool, and some that maybe you guys don't know. But yeah, I like going through that table in 2020 Wikipedia and just seeing like who is putting out music. Like let's just see who else is putting out. I'm curious if we missed anything that would caught our eye. That would no, this isn't. Oh my God, I'm sharing my email. No. Well, bands, if you want to write to me, there's my email. This is the so let's see what else is coming out that we missed here. CKY. Oh my God, that's a hot topic band for you.
Yeah.
Butcher
OTEP.
Babies. Why would anyone want to listen to Butcher Babies? They are terrible. And you said OTEP. Yeah, OTEP. I
OTEP.
u- I used to like her first albums, but after that, not so much.
I
Uh,
haven't heard her in a long time.
apparently, Killswitch and Gage will put out an album that should be interesting. I always enjoyed them. Living Color, Lita Ford.
Wow.
That's an.
Manowar.
Oh, and apparently Alice Cooper and Anthrax are putting out albums, and I know that Anthrax has been working on that for a long time. So that's one that I would be interested in hearing. And I know that also Testament is going to put out a new album in 2023. So yeah, should be interesting. So
Should
people,
be interesting. I saw them on the same night, Anthrax and Testament.
I saw Anthrax in Puerto Rico and I saw Testament in Puerto Rico in 2008, I think. And they were great live. So yeah, great bands. So people, we would want to know, what are your most anticipated albums of 2023, or what albums are you hoping bands would put out? I would love for Deftones to put out a new album, but that's not gonna happen. They also said that they're tinkering, but that means it's gonna come out probably in 2024. But yeah, those are, we've talked about bands that are putting out confirmed albums or rumored albums that are dropping in 2023. So people, if you like the videos that we're putting out, do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to give us a like. And we have more collaboration videos coming up in the new year. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield on the Couch,
Señorita Sabrosura.
and we'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.